probably restarted that way too close to the line. That'll be hard to edit later. Oh well. We're back. We're gonna do some more game. Okay. So I am told that the thing I missed... Let's see, what's the fastest way back? It's probably through that same chamber I was just in. The thing I missed was in the right side up castle, so that's where I'm going. That's probably gonna be bad news for me. Because as soon as one of them does a thing, then the other one can grab on. And there's like 30 of them. This is maybe not the wisest idea I've ever had. I'm not pressing anything. This is a thing that they state they can get you in. Well, I got rid of some of them. I think all but one, possibly. Because I really wanted to listen to, like, Alucard's fighting grunts a bunch in succession. That's, I bet this really sucks if you have, like, a usable item as your, weapon in your weapon slot. That must be terrible. Just let go of me already, would ya? Thank you, Bat. I appreciate that. My max hearts went up. 301. Alright, good to know. Meanwhile, the bat takes out the, This is why I hated these rooms. The fucking enemies just are so annoying. I got a king's stone. Whatever that is. Am I going the right way? Not exactly. I'm gonna go further down. To hit this, but that works too. Okay, cool. Okay, it is pretty hilarious to watch those jaguars just like run into me and die. From me here. Also, like, I really didn't think jaguars had a liquid form. It's a very unusual interpretation of a jaguar. For anyone going, those aren't jaguars, they're panthers. It says right in their description. Panthers are melanistic jaguars. Okay, straight across to a save point, and then across and down. Boop. That's true. I haven't seen that many jaguars in person. Maybe they more commonly do have liquid forms. I feel like that's a fact I would have learned, though. I don't know why I keep hitting cloud when I mean to hit the map, but it's working out for me. This hallway, where all the weird tombstones are, but I think I'm immune to stone now, yeah. Except sometimes arbitrarily. For whatever reason. This music is really cool. I like this music a lot. It's very, like, imminent danger kind of thing going on, but like it's very sort of tense and exciting. Good, you are approaching the boss fight sort of music. That's true, most cats do have a liquid form. I did forget about that. I had assumed it only applied to domestic cats. Yeah, some of the music in this is really great, and some of it is just really, like, tonally dissonant from the rest of the game. Like the end theme, which we will hopefully be hearing again shortly. In this chamber somewhere, and luckily I have the ultimate, like, test the walls form. Unless you meant a different boss chamber. Unless you mean the weird Egyptian catacombs room. Yeah, I don't think it can be below this, but it could be below the Egyptian catacombs room, because there's, like, plenty of space on the map for it to be there. Fuck. Okay, let's do some teleportation. I'm real bad at checking floors because I'm bad at that, like, downward angle shot that you need in order to hit the floor. But now I have a special glow cloud power, so where I can just be death. And apparently my noxious fumes can also works on stonework of ancient evil castles, so that's cool. Fuck you. You do like 1 damage to me. I keep collecting this money as though I'm gonna do something with it. I should probably make, like, a last trip to the librarian before I do the final boss fight as well, just in case. Straight down. Man, I'm so OP for this area, my bat can kill that thing. I like getting these guys just as they're coming up from their cigarette break. And then just straight fucking down. I kind of didn't stay in that room any longer than strictly necessary because it creeped me the fuck out. Oops. I should have saved first, just in case, but... Yeah, because the music here is just ominous as fuck. Alright, let's try our poison gas powers here. Oh, wait a minute. I might not be able to do this. Am I in the... Am I in the wrong place for this? It does look like there might be something underneath this platform. Be in the wrong spot. What is the name of this area? God, this music is just really fucking unnerving. I'm gonna go save and then maybe look it up. Normally I try not to do spoilers or game facts or anything like that on games like this, but when it's at the point where I'm like, I'm at the end of the game and I'm just doing pickup stuff, where it's like for completeness sake, then I'm okay with it. Alright. Google, Castelvania, Symphony of the Night, Sword Familiar. Who the fuck is Allrocks? And what is Allrocks' quarters? Okay. So I am in the wrong area of the game, it looks like. I just want to see a map. I really just want to see a picture of where it is. That would be the easiest. Okay, which one is Allrocks? That doesn't look like anyone I fought. Alright, well, I'll try and find this area at least. Is that like big... No. Is that big, like, outdoor area is like by that, I think. So yeah, I think it's up left from the clock here. We are hunting, hunting, hunting for some hidden, 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 hidden treasures. La la la. Thanks, bat. So this whole area, I think, is Olrox's quarters. With the fancy marble walls and whatnot. So somewhere around here there was a boss fight, I guess? It was to the left and down. That doesn't look right. I think I would learn. In the wiki, the picture of Olrox is like this big purple guy in armor, like really tall and skinny, and I don't remember fighting anyone like that. Maybe it was a really easy boss fight? Which is why I don't remember it? I don't know. A wizard guy who became a reptile and had low HP. Oh, I maybe vaguely remember that? That guy is not sticking in my head at all. I don't know why I want to get this. I mean, it's not like I'm going to use it for the final boss. I'm going to use my bats, but mostly because I don't have time to level up anything else. Alright, I think it's somewhere in this vicinity. I agree, Jetlag. That sounds like a good passive-aggressive solution to that problem. But, and I that sounds flippant, but I actually mean it. Like, I think that's, like, just something for them to look at the paperwork and go like, uh-oh. Yeah, I see that. I really... no. Fuck. I lost my dagger. It's okay, I know where to get it back. So it's like up here? It's true, I did save recently, and not only did I save recently, but if I... no, that's the wrong thing. If you close the game thing, it doesn't actually end the task for whatever reason. You gotta find and end it manually. If I start it again, I can see from the name of the save file where I'm saved, which then we'll see if this is Olrox's area here. Maybe. Olrox's quarters. Okay. Cool. That is what I wanted to see. Okay, note to self, do not break any candlesticks on the way over. It's so hard to resist because it's so satisfying to break them. Because you get the little, like, you know, feedback rush of the thing responds to you, but you also, it's also a slot machine, so... Alright, the wiki said you have to be able to be a bat to do this. There is no room below that one. Unless it's that long corridor. Alright, let's try the long corridor and we'll see what happens. Nope. Somewhere in here or the next area? Oh, okay, there it is. That had no indication at all. Man, some of the hidden stuff in this game is real well hidden. Obtained sword card. Sorry, Bat. I just want to see what it looks like real quick. Is it just one of the... Ooh! Fancy looking! It's very jeweled. See you attack. What are you gonna do? Sure, okay. I guess that's a thing. So it just goes to areas and then spins around. Eh. Okay, that's a thing. Bat! Out of curiosity. Yeah, no. Everybody else is, like, very, very low. It's a cool looking sword, though. Bat friend, bat friend, bat friend. He is level 51. That's a lot of levels. Stupid guy on half a horse. I am all for it becoming the norm in technical documents and like official paperwork stuff for them to just use they. This is not the place I thought it was. Because it's just like it's a better solution grammatically. Because it's better than just writing he all the time and assuming that your audience is male, because that's sucky. And the like he or she or the like s/ one, like that always feels like cumbersome and weird. And using they as like the they singular as unknown gender is something we've done in this language for a long time. It flows nicely, it makes sense. Like, I want that to just become the more official formal language. Okay, going up and over. Yeah, it used to be the standard in the English language. So why not maintain that standard? Or return to that standard? Yeah, I mean, I suppose it exists, but it has been used in our language to sort of represent, like, non-living entities, non-human entities. So in that way, it's linguistically not as clear to use it, because we associate it with not humans, and it doesn't have the right connotations. But everyone understands what you mean when you say they, and most people don't bat an eye at it, because it's still, you know, used periodically. It's like a common enough thing that people don't think it's weird when it comes up, especially in a formal scenario. I gotta say, and I maybe mentioned this before, but I love how the opening cutscene introduced what the final boss area is supposed to look like for the right side up castle, so that you would know it when you see it. So you know that, like, oh, I don't want to go into the final boss area yet. I want to keep exploring. Like, that's a natural instinct. And if you just sort of happen to, like, stumble into the boss area without realizing it, it's a lot harder to finish up your exploring and get to the, you know, second half of the game. So, like, that's a real nice design choice. Like, hey, when you get to here, know that that means that you are just about done with this game. Look at him power walking. What a rotational walk cycle. He, like, rotates his... He's doing like one of these when he's walking, which is kind of weird and adorable. No, fuck, I did it again. I thought to myself, don't do that. Don't hit the up button this time when you're jumping, because it'll just teleport you again. I had that thought, and I fucking did it anyway. Also, based on simply on those sentences that the two of you just said last, I feel like it might also be just confusing as a personal pronoun, because we use it in conversation to refer to so many things about, like, what we were just talking about, or, you know, that thing that you said, or the state of existence right now. Like, it is a very common, is already very common in our sentences, and in the written word it's hard to like it's hard to tell where your emphases are, and I think that could throw people off. Yeah. Well, I don't know if correcting the grammar on that document might weaken your point if you do actually want to make a point about the gender pronouns. Because then it seems like you're just a pedantic sort of person. Alright guys, we're doing it. We're gonna go finish this game. And maybe die a bunch? We'll see. I have a hard time, well, it feels like this fight can't possibly be harder than the Egyptian god fight. But maybe it is. I mean, it is the last boss, so... Okay, here we go. Is there... No, there's not really a save on the way there, but there's a save, like, right before that final chamber, from what I remember from the other right side up. Exactly. It is time to die repeatedly until we win. Well, we have to get there first. I was gonna say, that guy has knocked me back through that door previously. Yeah, he's called Malachi, which really sounds like a demon name. And the demon is called Cthulhu, and that guy is clearly Cthulhu, so... Got a little mixed up there, it looked like. I don't think I actually killed that guy, because I didn't hear the whoa! But I don't care that much about him right now. Come, my little bat train. Let us navigate these corridors together. Okay. We're getting there. We're doing this. We're falling. One of those. Okay, so I think save point is here. Heart refresh. Oh, I assume that ups all my hearts. Now, I could take the cross, which, like, does damage to everything on the screen, but... I'm gonna stick with dagger for now, and we'll see how that goes for me. Alright. Wish me luck, you guys! Here goes nothing. Time for the eerie music. And here's what I'm gonna do. Oh shit. Nope, I'm not. I'm just gonna be here. I said I was gonna try flying through.
Well in making it this far. I would expect no
explore the rest
less
of the room
from the son
for that
of
tiny
our
little armor
master.
boost.
So you are the one who was controlling Belmont.
Yes. I am the dark priest called Shaft. This world must be cleansed in the forge of chaos.
Why did you make Belmont lord of this castle?
For centuries, vampire hunters have defeated evil with holy power. But if two vampire hunters were to fight each other.
But Belmont's power is supreme among vampire hunters. None other could defeat him.
Exactly. That's why I removed him as a threat, by making him into Lord of this castle.
But your plan has failed.
Has it indeed? We'll see what happens after I destroy your weak human side.
Can he do that? Can he kill half of me? Okay, fire. Power. Yeah, this seems like a fight where the cross would probably be the most useful thing, because then I can just, I can create a shaft, as it were, of power. But, my defense is high enough that that only does 1 damage to me, so... Not sure there is a good way to dodge that. Was that it?
No! No!
You claim to love the darkness. Go
Is
then
there a
and
second
dwell
form?
there for all eternity.
There's gotta be a second form.
But my goal is achieved. Count Dracula has come to purify this corrupt world with the searing flames of chaos.
I have to fight Dracula, presumably. Thank you, Ryan.
Father,
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
Yep,
I was
second form.
hoping we would not see each other again. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
You have ever been the ally of humans. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
Think you I would forget such a thing? No, but neither do I seek revenge against them.
Still uttering the same nonsense. No matter. Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world.
Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again.
Okay. Bat tech. Look at all of the heads he has. So many heads. All of him is a hitbox. Okay, I guess I don't quite need it yet, but I should. Should watch my health there. Get away from those claws. Oh no, he triangled me. Okay, now's the time where we probably want like a potion. Potion. Hehe, I punched him. That did almost Does he just like absorb the power? Ah, god damn it! You can get real bad stun locked in those corners. Fuck it, let's just elixir. I assume this restores 500 hearts, yeah. I don't even have 500 hearts. Can I eat pot roasts while lost in space like this? Oh, he's guarded against it. Okay. Well, they thought of that. At least hopefully use... I was gonna say, I can at least probably use mist to get out of those corners. That is doing fairly significant damage as well. Did I do it?
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
First try? Really?
How? How is it that I've been so defeated?
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe.
Stop quoting the Bible and die already.
What were Lisa's last words?
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
He's like sitting in a throne made of his own monstrous body. His cape is the monster. That's weird. That's a little weird. Also, there's one of the final bosses of the final boss of Kingdom Hearts 2 is kind of like that. His cape is a spaceship, giant spaceship, giant dragon spaceship, I think. She also said your dad's a dick. Yeah, exactly. Is this the same? This is the same cutscene as the last one, isn't it? Like this looks the same as the cutscene at the other game end. That boss was nowhere near as hard as Egyptian God boss. I think Egyptian God boss had more health, possibly. Alright, sultry saxophone?
So you made it.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
You pronounced that weird.
I'm sorry.
Alucard.
It is my fault
Like
you had to
Alucard?
fight your own father.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Not really.
Indeed. But you must always remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
Is that...
I understand.
Thanks for that moral of the story.
Alucard, what will you do now?
That's not
The
really an
blood that
appropriate
flows
moral
in
for
my
this
veins is cursed.
tale
It would
at
be
all.
best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
Like, that has nothing to do with
I
the story.
see.
Farewell then. We'll not meet again.
Alucard,
Don't you want to go after him, Maria?
I'm sorry. I can't let him disappear from my life.
It's all right. Go after him. Perhaps you can save his haunted soul.
Thank you, Richter. Fare thee well.
And yourself, dear lady.
That's a tacked on romance. Like, I met her, like, literally I saw her 4 times and we barely talked. But they need to justify the sexy, sultry fucking saxophone in this song! There it is again! GG, folks! Let's enjoy this end music, shall we?
I
No, you can't fist bump hard during this song. This song is for gentle fist bumps. What the fuck does this song have to do with anything? What does this have to do with murdering Dracula? We can also enjoy the fun typos that come up in the credits here if we want. Because I assume it's the same credits as last time. Oh, yeah, so who's on saxophone? Oh, they don't list? Boo. Maybe they will when they get to the American version, because maybe the Japanese version doesn't have a fucking saxophone in the background of this song? Ending theme, I am the wind. Alright, here we go. We saw this last time, I feel like. No, still no more info. I feel like last time we saw the saxophone player's name. Because I remember calling out who it was. Tony and Jeff. Jeff Lorber. I should see if the Japanese version has a different person. Has a different song. If the Japanese version has a different end theme than this. Thanks, Jeff Lorber. Okay, we're gonna go. Is it gonna be here? Jeff Lorber on keyboards. There he is! Gerald Albright! Big hand for Gerald Albright, you guys! Thanks, Gerald! You're the best! Oh, you Googling Gerald Albright? Google Gerald Albright. See where he is today. Oh, he looks like a sultry sax man right there. Look at him, he's like a sexy George Foreman. Seriously, everybody Google Gerald Albright. Performed at Bill Clinton's inauguration. You see? Guys got it made. This guy really got put up on the map here. You think Bill Clinton was a fan of Symphony of the Night?
I doubt it. He's a fan of the saxophone.
Yeah, no, he is a saxophone player, it's true. Alright, the real MVP of this game, Gerald Albright on saxophone. Is he in Seattle right now? Fantastic. We should go see him if he's got a tour, like a tour thing while we're
I'm afraid.
Alright, if I press start, what happens? Is there like a select your file to keep going, or is it just black marble gallery clear? So if I restart this, 197.2%. Not bad, you guys. I was less than 3% away from total completion. Tonight's his last night, and then he goes to Ghana. Well, we gotta run out and get Gerald Albright tickets if we want to see him. Do you think he performs this? Do you think he performs this at his concert?
I kinda doubt
Oh, man. So, out of curiosity, if I continue this, because it says clear, does it New Game Plus me? Or does it just... Yeah, it just starts me here, so never mind. Alright, we did it, you guys. We did it. Whew! That was a hell of a game. I'm gonna actually, close it. Man, that game is very, very well designed. There's a... Anyway, good old Gerald. There's a lot of design stuff that's just really solid. A lot of the queuing is really good. There's kind of a nice mix of, obvious to hidden secrets. You can get through the game without exploring, but if you find everything, you can tell that there's unexplored parts of the castle to say hey, you should keep exploring. I have mixed feelings about the hidden half of the game. You know what? I'm okay with it. I've decided I'm okay with it because, and here's why. If you play this game to get to the end, then you have a quick game, you have a satisfying ending, you have nothing that says, it's a little sad that you didn't save Belmont, but it's fine. It's basically the same ending. You get to the end, it's hooray, congrats, you did it, and you beat it quickly. And it gets you, it streamlines you through the experience. If you are the sort of person who is an explorer and who wants to find every nook and cranny, then it's hey, great, you clearly don't care about how long this takes you. You want to play for more time. You are the sort of person who enjoys spending time in the game looking around in nooks and crannies and every little crevice and whatnot. So here's a whole nother half of the game for you to do that with. Here's just a whole nother area where things just get harder, and you can just keep doing that. So for people who want a more complete, detailed experience, it's a more complete, detailed experience. And for people who want to, rush through and finish a game, i.e. they're not going to explore everything because they don't care about finding all the exploration points, they just want to get to the end, it gets you to the end. And I think that's not a bad... that's not a bad thing. I think this would be really easy for someone else designing a game to look at it and go hey, that was a really cool thing that Castlevania did. Let's do something like that. And then just implement it in a really terrible way, where the first ending is clearly much worse, and so people who wanted to finish the game have to slog through finding secrets they don't care about. I think if you were not a completionist, you would stop at that point. You'd go this wasn't the real end. Well, fuck that. I'm not going to go through and find all these hidden things, and you would just stop. So I think this could have been implemented really badly, but I think the way they did it is okay and works well for the type of game that it is. I mean, it's aged a little bit. The voice acting is a little hokey in places. The music is sometimes weird for the rest of the game. But a lot of the music is really, really good. The animations are super nice, on point, beautiful animations. Yeah, and it does hint very hard that hey, you could have saved Belmont if you wanted to, for those who really want to find the hidden thing. Yeah, there's a question of how far would you go if you didn't know that there was a second half to this. To some extent, I cannot have the original experience of this game because I know there's a hidden second half. It must have been really different and really interesting for the people who first played it, not knowing that and just being maybe there's an extra level or something, and then you go in and it's the whole fucking new castle. So. Yeah. And yeah, the enemy design is pretty good. There's a good mix of like enemies that are like slow with high health versus like little fidgety enemies that are hard to hit, but you only have to hit them once. There's a bit of a difficulty spike when you go up to the second castle. That could have been a little smoother. So it's like not like the absolute smoothest game design, but it's a pretty like solid, like polished, just tightly made bundle. And you know, the map system is really good. One or two small things to be desired, but for its time, I say like this was really, really good. Yeah, no, occasionally the animation gets a little hammy, but for the most part, it's really good. Yeah, so I would say this really, like, there's a reason this is a classic. There's a reason why this is a speedrun game, like, and people play it all the time. It's very solid. There's a lot about it to like. So yeah. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. We did it. So I guess I'm going to be posting on Twitter a poll about what I should play next. I haven't thought about it too hard. Mario Sunshine might be on there. Unmitigated in chat suggested Legend of the Dragoon. Final Fantasy VIII was also a suggestion. Last time I put The Longest Journey up there, but I don't know if I'll put that up again or not. Yeah, I'll think about it a little bit, and I'll post a poll on Twitter, so it's at Kyla_go if you want to follow me and look out for that. I may stream next week. I might take a week or two off, depending on how I feel. There's some scheduling. There's like some other stuff that we've been trying to schedule around that's going on the weekends. So I might skip one if that makes that scheduling easier. But we'll see. Yeah. So in the meantime, while you're waiting for me to stream next, there is Mostly Walking on Mondays at 8 o'clock now with Sean, and Bill. And you can watch that at twitch.tv/day9tv or twitch.tv/ifandef if you want to come hang out in the non-subscribers chat with the rest of Sean Bouchard's fan posse. And then Seanbo also streams on Thursdays play-by-play at 7 o'clock on his channel. And that's like really in-depth sort of game design analysis stuff, and is really interesting and a lot of fun. And I highly recommend checking that out. And then also, we are recording our podcast today on the Sexy Brutal. So check that out. That should be out tonight. I'll probably tweet about it, or retweet the Feedback Force Twitter. And then you'll get to see what we're doing next. I forget what it is, so I'll be excited to find out too. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Congrats to all of us for finishing this game. And we'll do something different next time. Bye, everybody. Thank you.